The other day, the Warhorse was walking through the airport. And he overheard a conversation. You should have heard this conversation. This lady was talking on the phone, saying how she believes strongly in the Chinese zodiac, that she believes that her friend is not only a snake, but a fire snake. So the Warhorse, obviously overhearing all this hokum, had to take her head off with a clothesline. So then the TSA came. TSA tried to grab the Warhorse, which is a big no. You don't put your hands on the Warhorse. You can't handle this raw horsepower. So he picked up a TSA agent over his head, slammed him on the ground. So then some more agents came. And then before you knew it, Warhorse suplexed a Boeing 737 and double stopped the Watchtower. So then the air traffic control decided to call the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and Marines. And you know what they said? You know what they said when they thought they had to face the Warhorse? They said, nah, unlike everybody else. They fight until they lose, but they know better because the Warhorse will fight until he breathes his last breath. And that's why the Warhorse isn't allowed inside here. How on earth did the Warhorse find himself in a Black Label Pro Championship match after facing a loss at the last show? Well, it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget that the Warhorse is the longest reigning Indiana State Champion Black Label Pro's ever had. It's easy to forget that Kobe Durst only has one loss in Black Label Pro, and it's against the Warhorse. And it's easy to forget, oh my, it's easy to forget, Warhorse plays by his own rules because the Warhorse rules ass. Now, whether it's Kobe Durst with or without Blood Diamond, that Black Label Pro Championship is coming home with me. Now, the only thing that can crack a Diamond Tiger is raw horsepower and heavy metal. Trey Lamar, you better step to the side because your high flips, your high flying, and your flippy dudes can step to the wayside because Warhorse is gonna 450 his foot right up your ass if you get in my way. Jake Landers, you suck, pal. Now, that's my message for Blood Diamond. Any of those members that step in that ring are gonna face horsepower and heavy metal. And all of them, they fight hard. Yeah, they fight hard, outnumbering everybody else, but unlike everybody else, they fight until they lose, and the Warhorse will fight until he breathes his last breath. Disappointment is never an easy thing to face. 3 seconds before, they're chanting Warhorse. 3 seconds after, stunned silence. Everything in the palm of your hand gone within the course of 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Jeremy Wyatt left that night with the Gateway Heritage Championship, and the Warhorse left with nothing. Circus Maximus has been burned in the back of my skull since that night, and now it's time for a battle. It's time for the biggest battle of the year, the Battle of Spalding Hall. The Warhorse faces none other than the merciless Butcher himself, the king, the god of ultraviolence, Nick Gage. Gage, listen. Thoughts, prayers, because you're gonna need every prayer you can get when the Warhorse steps in the ring with you at the Battle of Spalding Hall. You're gonna need every prayer you can get because your soul may belong to whatever god you believe in, but your ass belongs to the Warhorse. Now, unlike everybody else, maybe you beat them with chairs, maybe you made them bleed, maybe you busted light tubes off of their ass, but you've never faced anything like the Warhorse because the Warhorse will fight until he breathes his last breath. Evolve Wrestling invites the Warhorse to defend his 0-1 USA Heavyweight Championship against the Filth King, Nick Brubaker. And you're gonna do everything you can to win this championship, won't you? You're gonna lie, you're gonna cheat, you're gonna do anything to get your murky, grimy, disgusting, filth-ridden hands on this heavyweight championship. Filth King, Your road is not like mine. You don't look people in the eye and you shake their hands. No, your road is filled with bodies that you've stabbed in the back to get what you want. And this Sunday, when you step into Chicago and you step into the Warhorse's ring and you look across from the Warhorse, you're gonna realize one thing while you're standing there and you're stuck inside your mind before that bell rings. You're gonna realize while you're quaking in your boots, everything that has led up to this moment since the beginning of the universe leads you to believe that you fight until you lose. But when you look in these eyes, you will realize the Warhorse will fight until he breathes his last breath. Christian Rose, you made the mistake of calling out the Warhorse. You made the mistake of saying that you want his 01 USA Heavyweight Championship. And you made the mistake of saying that your puny-ass little baby dork Jim is better than the Warhorse's horsepower Jim. Now, I know it's nice to think that you have all these autographed little pictures of your girlies up on the wall, but you forget the gym is a place for training and not for pity-ditty jack-off time. That's why the Warhorse has accolades on his wall. Of all the times the Warhorse ruled ass, he has pictures on his wall that the fans drew him. The fans that love the Warhorse and hate low-life, dirty, rotten, stinking, no-good scum like yourself. He has pictures of other times he's ruled ass in a steel cage, and he has championship belts, much like the championships that you want back, but you can't seem to muster because you can't get the thought out of your head about the loss in that steel cage to the Warhorse, because the Warhorse beats your ass in a cage. He beats your ass with all his rage. He'll beat your ass in a bar. He'll run you over with a car. Keep on dreaming, little man. Warhorse will rule ass again. It makes the Warhorse sick to think of your name. Makes the Warhorse sick to know that you're still out there. You're still watching. You're still waiting. Gary J, this feud may be coming to a close sooner than you think. This whole thing has been based on competition. Who the best is. We've both been willing to die for this. We've been willing to shed blood for this. Warhorse almost lost his face for this. And to the victors go the spoils, the 01 USA Heavyweight Championship. But we're ending this. This is going to be a match unlike any other. This is a casket match. We may enter that ring, but we exit in that casket, going to our final resting place. Gary, are you ready to make that ultimate sacrifice for this? Are you willing to die for this? Warhorse! Warhorse is not afraid. You fight until you lose, but the Warhorse will fight until he breathes his last breath. Horse fact! The Warhorse's skin isn't getting darker because he tans. The Warhorse's skin is getting darker because he's made of heavy metal, and that's just his skin rusting. Today is that day you message that promoter. Today is that day you apply for that job. Today is that day that you shoot your shot for the girl you've got your eye on. Why? Because if you don't do it, Warhorse is gonna beat your ass. The people of Chattanooga, Tennessee can't wait to see what the Warhorse has in store for TWE. They can't wait to see what happens when he gets his hands on Jaden Newman. They know that this is round 2. Jaden Newman, you walked out with a win the first time, but if the Warhorse remembers right, you walked out with no less than 87 chops against your chest. You walked out with no less than a bleeding pectoralis major, and you walked out with no less than a dislocated elbow. So let the Warhorse remind you that you were not the same man that you were when you walked into that match. And when you step inside the Warhorse's 4 posts this Saturday night in Chattanooga, do you expect to be the same man? No, Warhorse is gonna change you. better yet, Warhorse is just gonna end you because you fight until you lose, but the Warhorse will fight until he breathes his last breath. People are always asking, Warhorse, if you're made of 4,000 pounds of raw, heavy metal, how do you do things like brush your teeth? Well, instead of trying to explain with words, Warhorse would just love to show you how he brushes his teeth. Warhorse spends a lot of time rocking out on the weekdays, but he makes sure every Thursday night he's listening to the IndieCast. That's right, Zach, Shelly, Chad, and Luna are bringing you the best in pro wrestling gossip, news, and hell, they even do dick jokes, bringing it every Thursday night. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find the IndieCast. Go listen to him, otherwise the Warhorse is gonna find you, little baby dork ass. He's gonna take your little baby dork ass, and he's gonna stomp your little baby dork ass right into the ground. Hey, it's Warhorse, reminding you that having 2 world titles won't bring your kids back. 3 losses in a row. 3. Black Label Pro is a home to the Warhorse. 3 losses in a row is unacceptable. Disappointment is unacceptable. Anything but victory is unacceptable. And yet now, here we are at TurboGrafx 16. People are asking, Warhorse, what's it gonna take to make it through Lucky Kid in the opening round? What's it gonna take to make it through that 4-way in the second round? What is it gonna take to fight someone in that last round that wants this just as bad as you do? Well, it's an easy answer. It was never a complicated answer to begin with. Warhorse wants this more than he wants life itself. He wants victory. He wants reassurance that he is the best damn grappler in professional wrestling today. Lucky Kid, you have a hell of an opening round against the Warhorse. You have a hell of an opening round against the most dangerous man in the sport today. You may have a rabbit's foot in your pocket, but you're about to have the Warhorse's foot straight up your ass. And this message goes out to everybody else in that tournament. You look deep and down. You look deep inside yourself, and you realize you fight until you lose. But the Warhorse will fight until he breathes his last breath. Hey, what are you doing up? Get your ass to bed right now! Legacy Pro Wrestling has themselves a night of champions. What would that night be without the Warhorse? Warhorse is ready to put both these championships on the line. Outlaw Pro Wrestling, 01 USA Wrestling, anytime, anywhere. Warhorse is ready to put up or shut up. Everything is on the line because Warhorse will not stop until Legacy Pro sees he is the super champ of the universe. Everything has aligned. The stars have aligned. The planets have aligned. Warhorse has summoned the strength to step into that ring to challenge anyone who opposes him. Unfortunately for you, whoever you may be, you fight until you lose. But the Warhorse will fight until he breathes his last breath. From coast to coast, pillar to post, nobody creates violence like Warhorse. That's why beyond wrestling, all hands on deck, they have yet to announce an opponent for Warhorse. Well, whoever you may be, wherever you are, wherever you're hiding at, just know all that was white will now be red. The beaches will run red. The streets will run red. Everything that these hands touch will run red. You fight until you lose, but the Warhorse will fight until he breathes his last breath. Stand over here and watch wrestling. Hey, pull over. Watch wrestling right now. Come on, flip that blinker on. There you go. Come on. Let's watch some wrestling tonight. Hell yeah, brother. We're gonna rule some ass tonight. The moment Alan Angels found out he had a shot at the Independent Wrestling Championship at Action Wrestling, he's been making comments, he's been saying words, he's been making passive, aggressive remarks at the Warhorse, talking about causing pain, talking about hurting the Warhorse. Look at my face, Alan. Look at it. What do you think you can do that nobody else has done before? This face has been shredded apart. You want to teach the Warhorse about pain? You have another thing coming. You are the student in pain. Warhorse is the teacher. You are the angel. Warhorse is the destroyer. You are the challenger. Warhorse is the independent professional wrestling champion. You don't understand what you've done here. Warhorse is now on his way to Action Wrestling to see what you're made of. And that's not some sort of sentiment to see how you do in the ring. Warhorse is gonna take his hands and claw you apart, rip out your guts to see what you're made of. Unlike everybody else you faced before, you've made this mistake, Alan. You fight until you lose. But the Warhorse will fight until he breathes his last breath. Craig Mitchell has been representing independent professional wrestling for years. Craig Mitchell earned that right. He earned that by fighting week after week in Chicago, Illinois. And it just so happens he was the first name on the Warhorse's list of people who get a shot at the Independent Wrestling Championship. Craig, I called you out in Summit, Illinois after the TurboGrafx 16 tournament. And now you return the favor at Sup Graps. It just so happens the name of the show is perfect because Craig Mitchell, you're next. Hey, shut the damn mouth. This is who I am now. Get your ass up! It's time to go to work! Come on, get ready! Go, 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 go! Hey, Warhorse knows you're trying your best, and the best is all you can do sometimes. So no need to get down on yourself, because Warhorse knows you're doing the best you can, and you need to be proud of yourself. Warhorse here to show you exactly how a Warhorse is made. So, what you're gonna need a, Warhorse. Yeah, what are we made of here? We're made of, we got a little bit of horsepower. All right, we'll go ahead and dump that in. And what do we got here? We got a little bit of, heavy metal. Yeah, definitely need some heavy metal. Yeah, rock and roll. Okay, what do we have here? Motivation. All right, we're going to need some motivation to make this little Warhorse go. And shrink it up a little bit. We'll figure it out. What we got here? Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, none of that shit. We don't need any of that. Well, is there anything I'm missing here? No. Wait, what's that? Ruling ass. Warhorse rules ass! Hell yeah, brother! Yeah! You may have made the biggest mistake of your life! Shake Barcini, Warhorse knows you want this back. He knows you want the 01 USA Heavyweight Championship back. Whether it's with anybody or whether it's with them, you will do any dastardly means to get this championship. But October 19th, 01 USA's anniversary, you meet the Warhorse one-on-one. No them, no us, no anybody. You versus the Warhorse in a tables match. Warhorse guarantees one thing. He guarantees to put you through that table. You've jumped the Warhorse. You've attacked the Warhorse. Hell, you punched Warhorse in the face and made him bleed now, haven't you? You are going to pay for everything you've done up to this point. Warhorse is going to stomp you so hard, your children will be born concussed. You do not know the monster that you've awakened. You have messed with the wrong man, Shank Barzini. Everyone else fights until they lose, but the Warhorse will fight until he drops your head straight through a table. Hey, it's Warhorse reminding you that there is some spooky shit going on at the Jeffersonville Arena. My buddy Mouse has put on a show called Fright Night. Get dressed up, bring the kids, get some candy, watch some damn professional wrestling, and hell, Warhorse even heard there's gonna be some spooky shit going on. Go down to the Jeffersonville Arena this Friday night. Help out Mouse and look out because it's Fright Night. Hey, what are you doing up? We've been over this. It's time to go to bed. You have work in the morning. Warhorse doesn't know what you think you're up to, but it's time to go straight to bed. I said put that damn phone down right now! Hey! It's Warhorse! And yeah, Warhorse knows the week's been dragging on. It's been a little slow. But that's no excuse to give up early. That's no excuse to do a bad job. Warhorse needs you to do a good job today. Do the best you can. Give it your all. And don't do it just for the Warhorse. Do it for you. Do it for yourself. Because self-satisfaction is one of the greatest joys you can experience. Hey! It's Warhorse. And yeah, Warhorse knows the week's been dragging on. It's been a little slow. But that's no excuse to give up early. That's no excuse to do a bad job. Warhorse needs you to do a good job today. Do the best you can. Give it your all. And don't do it just for the Warhorse. Do it for you. Do it for yourself. Because self-satisfaction is one of the greatest joys you can experience.
Wrestling. Come on, we got a wrestling show over here. Pull over, we got wrestling. Come watch wrestling over here. You're doing good, bud. Keep it up. He's doing good. It's his first day.